Good evening, you all, and welcome over to race number 8 of the NR2003 KFC Fantasy Series. And we're going to be here for the first time out of America this season. We're in Canada for the second time in the series at Mosport, or for some people might say instead Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. So we're here.
Canadian Tire Motorsports Park.
Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Some people call it Mosport, like me. So, but yeah, hopefully this track will be much better than last race. Actually, last race here at this track, we had some splendid racing going along last season. Obviously, we had a few problems with the yellow flags and stuff like that. But yeah, this will be much better than last one. Hopefully, we're not going to have any pit stop issues, obviously, for what happened last time.
Drivers, to your car.
So anyway, without further ado, let's see who qualified on pole. And let me do something. Okay, I restart again. Yeah, we'll call it. Right, Riley, who will take pole today? Alongside Owen Scott and Cat Rose. Oh, this is going to be interesting for these two. These two JCM Motorsport cars have not really been, well, Owen Scott has been in the top 10 a lot in the last few races, but Cat Rose, I think this is her first top 10 start for her this season.
Yeah.
Lola Churnside.
These are the two less consistently performing JC Motorsports cars starting up front today. But obviously, HMR seems to be the team to beat this year. Riley Hill on pole again.
Riley Hill, he wasn't on pole last race, wasn't he? Daniel Bouchard took pole that race, Chicagoland.
Somebody, he was on pole once. He was on pole at some race at some point.
I think.
And Stream Core not working.
Stream Core not working again.
No, go over the information. You could see that the bot actually sent out a notification.
Oh, let me check a look myself and see.
Anyone, so it didn't ping, so
information. Oh, so it did show.
I need to have it at everyone.
Probably. I don't think it said at everyone. It's probably just the notification. Whatever. We can sort it out later on. Anyway, we go down. Kendrick Meeks will start 6th place. He's currently your championship leader coming up to this race. And Drew Walker, one of the contenders, is starting in 8th place, not far from Kendrick Meeks. Now, where is everybody else? Where is Jerry Chen? Jerry Chen will start 21st place. Oh, and John Palmer has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like around 7/10 slower than the car up front of him. So that's something interesting going along. I don't know. I don't want to comment in case if anything goes bad. But anyway, who else can I mention? Well, I guess that's all I'm gonna say. Where is Cam Wright, by the way? Where is Cam Wright? 15th place. Cam Wright, remember last race he battled really good with Drew Walker. So we might see similar battles like this happen again. Oh, and before we start the race, we know what we were waiting for. This is the second time we'll be having this season. It's the national anthem of Canada. So let's start bringing it on. It's right there, so let's spend a minute to listen to the national anthem, and then we shall get this race started. let's get on with the race quickly.
Drivers, start your engines!
Right, let's see. We want to make sure that all the cars leave the pits without any issue. And it appears to be no issue at the moment. Let's hope that nothing bad happens before the start of the race.
And hope no engine blows.
No one's blown.
As it was hope that does not happen.
It's a really long track, so I may have to skip this a little bit. Unless maybe there are some things we can talk about. Let's take a look at the scheme. This is Jerry's scheme for today's race. Yeah, we'll show it like that.
As we were saying before we went live, we were talking about a certain driver on Jerry Inchan's team. He's never been performing very well. It was scoring a total of 19 points this season so far.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Yeah, I
you.
hear you.
Alright, I just turned on to push to talk because of background music issues.
Yeah, I don't think it
You
fits for
do know
Canada.
You have a block. I think you can just block background noise.
Look, I'm just saying, if this was a 50s race, then maybe I'll allow it. But this is not this does not suit this style of racing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're talking.
New sponsor on my car today, Hilton Hotels. It's a new sponsor for the
After
team and first time appearance.
And who else can I show? I almost forgot. We've got a bit of time. Oh, we're running out of time because they're coming.
Yeah, they're
towards
coming
pit
over
lane.
now. Show the pace car. Check out the brand new Dodge Charger pace car.
It's the same old one, just a different color.
I know, but like it's fun.
If only we have our own dedicated pace car.
We need to. I need to figure out how to paint a pace car so I could paint one for the league.
Sally Appleseed is not been very great this season, only scoring 6 points this season.
All right, here we go. As they come towards the line, green flag's out, and we're off racing here in
And
Canada.
Can everyone make it?
Front is Owen Scott going to turn one. Owen Scott established the leads over Riley Hill, but the 13 looks like losing the battle to the 19 car.
Take a look at Quinn Mullaney's new scheme for today's race. Sorry if I mentioned that a bit late, but anyway, this is Quinn Mullaney's new scheme. And Owen Scott takes the lead in his GCM car. So let's see how reliability can handle for this race.
Look who's already up front. That's Drew Walker already up to I don't know
Lola
what place that is.
Churnside.
He's
Lola
already
Churnside
up front.
to third place. She was down into 5th place at the start of the race. Now she's up into 3rd place. And take a look at Cat Rose trying to do the same as well. Oh, and is that Kendrick Meeks? Oh, we got 2 contenders battling it out. Meeks
And look at that, the
and
top
Walker.
6 car already having a divide between the top 6 car and the cars behind them. 6 JC Performance Tag Heuer powered cars already up front. As we go into the final turns of this track,
Oh, look
it
at
looks
this.
like Riley Hill will be challenging for the lead from Owen Scott.
Ooh, this is the same similar battle compared to last race. Thanks to this game allowing this battle to happen. Ooh, and Lola Churnside joining the mix, and that makes the battle slightly even better. Oh, and other cars as well joining in. If they were alone, this would happen.
Last year here in Canada, on the last 2 laps, it was Cam Bright and Drew Walker battling it out for the win here in Canada. Drew Walker got it, but it wasn't until the very last lap that Drew Walker was able to get that first spot back from Cam Wright, who took it 3 laps ago. So maybe we'll see something like that again today here in Canada.
So Riley Hill back into the lead, and Churnside is now under pressure from fellow racer Cat Rose, and the two strong drivers behind them, Meeks and Walker. Meeks and Walker are certainly the top drivers to beat, but of course don't rule out Jerry Chen just yet, as his luck sometimes, can be a bad thing for him. And there he is right now, and he is building up some space. Well, he's climbing up slightly at the moment. He's down to 20th place. I think he has fallen down a bit since the race started, probably because of the track itself. But he's down to 20th place, which is still a reasonable good spot, at least. Still enough for him to get some points. And the battle continues again as Owen Scott tries to take the lead back from Riley Hill.
On the inside is Owen Scott, the number 12 Ally car, and he does get the spot from Riley Hill, number 15 Disney Plus car.
And we'll see. So all the cars have made it so far in the past few laps, despite some threat that of what's going to happen, whether they're all going to make it before the next laps even started. But everyone's made it. Richard Petty Jr. now running in last place. And making sure, so all the cars, and by the way, Saber Fox is in this race. This is like, he's got 2 races after this race, but he said he has already planned on doing the last 2 races after this one.
And hopefully this is a driver that can go full-time next season, because he's been performing swell. And then number 87 Midwest Furfest car for Furro Racing, Furro Motorsports.
Well, we are probably going to see at least a spot available from next season based on the developments going along. And of course, we know that at least one fantasy driver will be leaving the series, from D1 at least after this season, as part of my long-term plans of rolling them out of the series and putting them in a series of their own, which is currently being planned at the moment. Owen Scott now back into the lead. Riley Hill still in second place, and let's see if the other cars can join in. Churnside and Cat Rose still hanging on at the moment.
Rose finished 4th last race at Indian. Wait, where were we last race?
What?
Chicagoland.
Chicagoland, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Cat Rose finished. No, she did not finish 4th in Chicagoland. She finished 4th in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Which was a season high for her, because that 13 team sort of became the meme of the team, and she's trying to prove everyone wrong that she is in fact a very competent racer on that team, and she is doing it today here in Canada.
Well, there are rumors of what, in regards to her future, she could perhaps pull a Sebastian Vettel and probably lose respect for the team at the end of the season. But of course, those are just rumors that we don't want to comment too much about. But
Cat Rose has a contract with the team through season 5, so she's going to be there a while. The person on the hot seat, at least for JC Motorsports, is Quentin Mullaney, who's in that number 6 Carvana car today.
He's right there.
Earlier today, there was a very public milk and cookie talk between team owner and driver of that car. Pretty much, if he doesn't perform, he will be out of the seat. And that is largely because fellow JC development driver Boris Agdiev, who has been signed to the Helmix Racing team, or Leland Motorsport, sorry, I should say, has gained more points, actually almost double the points that the driver of the 6 car has right now, and he has been entered into 3 less races than the 6 car has. So that is why the driver of the 6 is on a hot seat right now.
Quentin Mullaney was hopeful to be on the main seat for this season, but unfortunately plans to fall through. And that seat was of course given to this guy over there up front, Owen Scott. If plans hadn't fall through, then this would have been a different driver. And he's currently leading still. Hopefully he can win his first race of the series. And the cars are starting to pull away a bit And it seems as though pressure's starting to go on. Cat Rose has actually gone past Churnside. Now she's up into 3rd place. So, possibility she could climb up to the front. And now Churnside is now under pressure from fellow teammate Kendrick Meeks.
And look at that. Drew Walker's putting the pressure on the number 19 Kendrick Meeks now, trying to get that spot from him in the number 47 Aspen Dental Cadillac. But the 19 car seems to be just a little bit stronger there and was able to hold on to that spot. But now Quinn Mullaney is going past Saber Fox in the number 87 car.
As we see Cam Wright over there. Cam Wright was the star last race at this track last season. And, well,
And he won.
we do hope more
he
for
won
him
last
later on in the race.
Yeah,
He's down
those
to 15th
CT
place.
Motorsports Chevrolets are always very, very strong at the road courses. So we never know. Cam Wright may be able to pull off an upset and pass the leaders. Well, obviously, in this current state, he won't be able to. But if we see a caution, if we see pit stops, that 88 is very much a contender of this race.
Similar to what happened last race, where he ran 3 wide in for the win.
Yeah, in a photo finish, the 88 car pulled off a gigantic upset and passed 2 Disney Plus cars from Hill Meeks Racing to get the win at Chicagoland. Now, obviously, Chicagoland is known for its crashes, but that was still an incredible moment for the driver of the 88, passing 2 cars on the final lap in a photo finish, going 3 wide for the win.
It's not as upsetting as Drew Walker the season before, when he was leading for most of that race until John Appleseed overtook him shortly after the last yellow flag of the race.
We don't talk about him.
I'm noticing something about the stack on the point standing.
Something wrong with what?
I mean,
Well,
It's
in
a
terms of
like-
the point standings right now, if we're going to look at that, in the lead right now is Kendrick Meeks, the Season 1 champion, with Rally Hill not far behind him. Further behind both of those drivers is Jerry Chin with 171 points, and then our last defending champion, Drew Walker, with 164 points. And then the number 5 is, I think, the biggest upset of all time, Rubens Gonzalez, who has been constantly putting on a great performance as a new driver to the series, breaking up the top 8, which would all be JCM or HMR drivers, if not for Rubens Gonzalez in the number 5 car. Or sorry, in the number 26.
26.
you guys mean tell me that camera only gained 1 point between 2 races?
I'm trying to find where Cam Wright is in terms of the points.
Cam Wright
He's
is
way
in
down the
27
order,
right now.
likely still.
Cam Wright is 9th now. Keep in
9.
mind, this dude, Cam Wright is 9th with 121 points. This dude had, like, in the first 3 races, 9 points in the first 3 races.
Well, I mean, his bad luck happened earlier on
so
in the season.
Looks like has put the bad luck behind him as of right now. 1-2 races already in New York City and Chicagoland, and he is, very much a championship contender. Obviously, it's too early to say anyone's a championship contender right now, besides probably, Drew Walker or Kendrick Meeks, proven veterans. But, as the season goes by, I think the 88 car can very likely end up on the top step of the podium in terms of points.
Well, this guy is pulling away from second.
Well, Churnside, no. Cat Rose appears to be, as we can see, Churnside. Wait a second. Is that Churnside? No, it's Rally Hill. Where is Churnside? She got passed by both cars, Drew Walker and Kendrick Meeks. So what happened back there? Churnside is starting to lose grip. So she was right up front. Wait, did she lose 3 positions in that same lap? That's a bit upsetting.
On this very lap, Lola Churnside lost 3 positions. I think it's going to be the corner where you have to go a little wide. I think Lola Churnside might have overstepped the limits at that Toyota Camry just a little bit. And unfortunately, the 13, the 19, and the 47 just got a better line and got past him. I think it's going to be not this corner, but the next one.
well, Cat Rose and as well as the JCM equipment are much better when it comes to racing.
No. Actually, JCM equipment and HMR equipment should be equal here. So it's only, I don't know if.
Who's the driver?
It's
Yeah,
more
I
being
think
a rookie
that
driver.
corner-
She has less
See, yeah,
experience.
that's what I predicted. Lola Turnside went wide on that corner, and the 13 got past her there, and then the 19 and 47 just had a better run. So that's how she lost those 3 positions.
As you can see,
on that lap.
I can guess it's more of experience because she's actually the least experienced out of all the other cars, out of the 3 cars that she's battling with.
Yeah, and look at that, veteran Drew Walker is just able to just breeze past the number 5. So I think that is what happened. Just stepped a little wide over in that corner and then just lost 3 positions. It's not a forgiving track, Canada.
It's a very difficult track, Canada. Despite that, she got passed by 3 drivers in 1 lap. Owen Scott is still leading. Riley Hill still holding up in 2nd place.
Speaking of experience, Owen Scott does not have as much experience overall, but especially at this track compared to the other drivers. I don't think Owen Scott participated in the last year's event here in Canada at this track. So he's actually leading this race, but he has the least experience at this track.
Probably. I think he started racing just after the return to America.
Yeah, he started racing last season right after we all returned from our overseas tour. So Owen Scott actually is the least experienced driver of the front bunch that are challenging for the lead right now.
But still, it's a JCM car. We've seen a JCM car winning last race, so perhaps JCM are sort of unstoppable here. As of now.
Owen Scott is looking for his first victory today. And can't get it done.
Ooh, lap 10. We've got 15 laps to go. I don't think we're going to see pit stops coming up soon. But either way, Cat Rose is still under pressure from the other cars from. The tires may start to go away in a moment, and we could see this happening. This could possibly shake up the top positions soon enough. Maybe Owen Scott is putting too much pressure on the tires. He could start losing grip. Who knows? Maybe Turnside could be lucky, because obviously, if you're not up front, then you could save as much tire you can, and hopefully, when others' tires start to lose grip, he could. Appears to be a caution coming out. Tell by the lights of that truck that appears to be going along. But anyway,
caution is out here in Canada. I wonder what happened. I would think that if a caution
is that Stan Fox? No, Saber Fox. Appears to be. Yeah, what's going along?
I wonder if it's another engine issue going on, but I don't think that would be enough to.
He's not blowing up. He didn't blow up.
I don't know what we can tell from.
He's going.
No, he just pulled off the track. I wonder what's going on with the driver of the 87.
Probably mechanical failure.
He was running good.
Oh
my god, that 42 cannot drive.
Austin Leon almost caused another track. Oh, John Palmer as well.
And John Palmer. John Palmer's loose everywhere.
What? Genuinely, if it's Austin Leon, was there any surprise?
Well, he can drive. He cannot drive. Like,
man's bound to cause at least 1 incident per race.
See what happens in slow motion. Look at Saber Fox slowing down, and Austin Leon almost hit it. There he is.
He can't even avoid a stationary car. Look at that. That would have been bad for both the driver to 87 and to 42, and possibly that entire field behind them.
So
that would be absolutely dangerous. I'm telling you.
Absolute clown ass move.
That car, he's dangerous. He needs to. Yeah.
Don't worry, he'll rip himself out of the race.
Oh God! Look at that. That's terrible.
It's not got loose. It was under drifting music.
Let's take a look at the rear. Where is the rear? Come find you. There you go.
I see Saber Fox now riding on board with him pulling off the track after having an issue with his car. And look at that. Look at the 42. Jesus Christ. That is bad driving if I've ever seen one.
Alright, so what caused the caution?
I think it was that because it
Yeah.
was a road course.
Yeah, I guess. Obviously being an obstruction to the track.
So I'll tell you who's not happy about this. Owen Scott.
So this could be a different challenge coming up. Hopefully when when the race restarts and the green flag shows. So let me check an update on the Discord, on the news.
Nothing coming from the radio.
Yeah, that driver, the number 12 car, he cannot be happy about this. I mean, he has the dominant car. He's been out there leading, and now caution, and he is being pressured by Riley Hill, Cad Rose, Kendrick Meeks, Drew Walker, 4 drivers that are clearly very experienced at this track and have the same, if not better, equipment than him. So he is not happy about this, but we'll see what he can do.
Saber Fox might be coming back because there's not like an engine failure. We had reports that he has gone back to the pits, so we don't know what they're doing.
I don't know
over
what
there.
that issue is with that car. It's weird.
It's certainly not an engine failure. It could be something wrong with the perhaps the clutch. Clutch issues.
No, that would be smoke and out of the race. I think it's probably out of fuel. Maybe they underfueled the car by accident.
That wouldn't be allowed in a race like that. No,
I actually don't know
I
what
mean,
happened
actually,
when the
no. Hold
car
on a
blew.
second. And NASCAR refueling is allowed in a pit stop. I mean, I know Formula One,
Yes.
you're not allowed to refuel in a pit stop no more. So I'm not sure. But I mean, to refuel if the car has not made it to the pits, that is still pretty much not legal.
It is.
Really?
Sure it is. If they can get the car back out there, they're allowed to get it back out there, I think.
I mean, still, like he won't be, he won't be on the lead lap no more. So that's that's more of a price to pay for perhaps not refueling your car. Anyway, the pace car pulls in. And Saber Fox is still in the pits. Oh, that's not Saber Fox, that's Miyazaki. What's going on with Miyazaki? Miyazaki's got a problem. So he might have gone into the pits. Oh, he's blown up. Deck Miyazaki blown up. Well, we didn't get much of it. He didn't get much of.
Ooh, Dex Miyazaki
footage.
blew up under the caution.
I think it's more of the pressure with the engine, and then unfortunately,
Blowing up under caution can't relate. Blowing up during the actual race can relate.
Yeah, I know. Our engines blow up every other two corners.
Bad luck right
You don't
there.
need to.
How do you blow up on the caution?
Oh, Saber Fox is back on track, but obviously he won't be on the lead
So-
lap no more.
It's actually ended up being worse for the 14 car
Oh,
than
Cat
actually-
Rose is trying to make a
look
move
at that.
on. Riley Hood has gone wide.
Massive slowdown from second back.
Now this is going to
That
be
will leave
some
a
challenge
victory
coming along.
for Owens.
Now we could see a JCM 123 now after that mistake coming from the looks like Riley Hill,
And Kendrick Meeks is trying
and
to
Kendrick
make a move
Meeks
well.
might get past his
Oh,
teammate as well.
Take a look at the season 1 runner-up, Solomon Sheridan, trying to make the most out of his his recently new car.
He's been on this new team for a while. He has not been adjusting well to that car particularly, but here at Canada,
Oh,
looks like
he's
he's
in a
back
bit
to his
racing.
form. Look at that, making aggressive moves, trying to get past Kendrick Meeks,
Trying
but
to
it's not
make-
going to work. But he did get past Riley Hill.
Trying to make the most out of his car. Ooh,
Look at
and,
Drew Walker trying to make a move on his teammate Cat Rose. and he does it.
So it seems
You want to extend
they're
that
gonna
points lead?
head towards the front, I guess. Drew Walker does have some more grip because, of course, being a champion last season, he's still running pretty strong, and his pace is still doing well for him. So a 1-2-3 currently for JCM, as Riley Hill loses that spot to Solomon Sheridan. That was the fifth spot. Riley Hill's down to lose ground alongside Churnside.
Can we check on me, please?
So now that basically puts us to a single fucking car that's able to win this fucking race again.
Who cares? It's not Cam Wright.
Let's just end the D1 program altogether.
What, HMR?
Bruh, you're the only team that can compete with me. If you end the D1 program, we will literally have no competition. So maybe don't do that.
Well, I mean, it's fucking either DNFs or shit performance every week.
Bro,
What do you mean?
you're running
You-
top 10 and you're complaining.
You got beaten in a photo finish, and then Riley Hill and, well, Kendrick Meeks did one of the bestest comebacks in racing by going all the way from somewhere 30th on the grid last race in Chicagoland to like third place, and got sort of beaten
Your
alongside.
definition of
Riley
shit
Hill.
performance is
To
when
the
you
line.
finish second.
Yeah, because we can't win.
That's a lie.
What do you
Who's in
mean?
the points lead right now?
HMR won 2 races this year. This season, Kendrick Meeks won a race. Riley Hill won a race.
Yeah,
So-
Kendrick leads in the top in the points lead. Riley Hill running second in the points. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I just pulled up the qualifying result from Chicagoland. And Kendrick Meeks qualified 33rd for that race.
Did any of our cars win a race yet?
Twice.
This season, of course.
How many races has your fucking car won?
3. One more than you. A big difference, bro.
My car won once, but yeah, I guess. at least
I won 3
two
races,
races,
you won 2.
like
That's still the 2
Californians
best
is
teams
in
right
Chicago,
now.
So I'm happy.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're doing just fine.
It's more like. You
And
just
as we say
can't
that, the
feel getting
47 is
beaten.
going to lose 2 spots because he went wide in that corner.
And Owen Scott is running away with this one.
But we might see some more competition. Solomon Sheridan is now slowly climbing up. Oh, Cat rose up into second place, and Solomon Sheridan as well, alongside past Drew Walker for second and third respectively.
And now Riley Hill is back
Ooh.
with Kendrick Meeks and Lola Churnside. 3 HMR cars.
4 HMR cars
ready to
actually.
work
There's
together.
no Hamilton.
4 actually. I don't like the look of that 3 car.
Lynn Hill's right there in 11th spot, so still. in a
I
reasonable
sent
spot.
my paint scheme in, and this is the 3rd race in a row that it hasn't been updated.
Bro, can you chill
Oh,
out
I
for a
did.
second?
I will
Can you just
change.
chill out for a second?
Where? Which one?
Mine.
Oh, I'm gonna update the paint scheme. Oh, someone's gone by, but never mind. I'll update the paint scheme for Japan later on. Hold on, I'm losing track. Oh, Owen Scott is slowly climbing up, but we take a look. Let's see
going
if
up.
any of them can actually pull
He's
off
pulling
and go
away.
towards them.
Yeah, the Twilight is pulling away because that pack behind him is constantly battling, like non-stop battling from that pack behind him. So that's giving the 12 an advantage.
And the 54 is already saying, "Yep, it's clear. Another free win for ACM."
Bro, I don't know what Leland, you have to either chill. Or I can't talk to you if you're gonna act like this.
Oh, Solomon Sheridan is now trying to make a move on the JCM car, number 13 car, Cat Rose. As Kendrick Meeks, oh no, Riley Hill is trying to get back as well on Drew Walker. No,
No, Kendrick Meeks is
gone.
trying to get past Drew Walker.
Kendrick Meeks is the one who gone. These two are rivals, and Riley Hill as well. So 3 rivals battling together. I think these 2 cars starting to pull away, just slowly.
So, we figure out over on the 14, he busted a camshaft.
Camshaft.
That's ironic considering the team owner's name is Cam Right, and he can't get the cam right. Ha ha. I'm sorry, guys.
Dude, Drew Walker joins. Drew Walker joins
That's
in
a
now.
good pun. Less than 10 laps.
Here's Drew Walker trying to get past the 11 of Solomon Sheridan. But that's actually not going to work, and he might actually help the 11 get past the 13.
These cars are starting to... They were sort of charging towards Owen Scott until at some point Owen Scott... Alright, oh, we have another caution coming out. What happened?
Oh, gosh, it came out.
What's going on?
Alright.
It could be the
That
cars
gives
in
a
the back.
chance to literally every car. I wonder, that's our second caution of the day here in Canada. I don't know what happened.
Maybe these 2 cars had a problem. We'll find out.
No, look at the 21. I think it's a 21 car.
Oh, Palmer.
Yeah, because he was running last.
He was up
but
front.
he
No,
was
it
in the
wasn't. He
fourth
was up
I think it
front.
might be him.
He was up front.
Alright, I think I'm sure find ways to figure out what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on.
Alright.
Yeah, that's actually super
I
weird.
think
Oh,
I
John
think I-
Appleseed got wrecked. I see. Oh,
Oh,
crying out loud. John
not
Appleseed
again.
got wrecked. Let's see what happened.
Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting, isn't it?
Let's see. Oh, bang on. Let's
Oh, he
play that normally.
slammed.
I think Alrighty Allergy
That's
forced him
gotta
onto the
hurt.
wall.
God.
I think.
Alrighty
Already
Allergy.
Alejo gave him a
Took a
bit of a
bump.
shove. He had nowhere. Oh, look at that.
That too
doesn't
just gave the
actually
bump
hurt.
and run a new meaning.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be. But still, I guess that's...
So
Team
going
Fuji.
into turn 1, he was side by, or I guess the 2 of Already Alejo was on his quarter panel, and they touched just a little bit, just enough for the the 20 to get sent off into the barrier, and that's gonna bring out our second caution.
Ironically, it's not Sally Appleseed. Ironically, it's not Sally Appleseed because we had Sally Appleseed getting involved in wrecks earlier on in the season, and she's currently last in the points right now.
Why is he parked in my pit box?
No, he's not.
Don't
I
worry about
don't
it.
know. Or maybe, yeah,
Well-
maybe you're using the same pit box as the scheme itself. I don't think it has been updated. I think that's what I was trying to say. The pit box itself has not been updated for when he was racing for HMR.
What?
That could be it.
Yeah, but he still shouldn't be in the 36 box. I never made the 20 a box.
That's a bit weird. I don't know. I'll double check that.
For what I know, seeing that engine smoke coming out, I'm probably saying that 20 car's day is done.
Oh, so with less than 10 laps to go. So this is going to be a bit of a...
Yeah, I think they're actually gonna pit this lap, I don't know.
I don't think I've seen pit stops.
Nope.
But anyway,
Green flag back in the air.
we're back on. Oh, Cat rolled up into second place. Well, I mean, she was in second place.
Sheridan making a
at the time.
move. Sheridan's making a move early on, going into the corner. Takes that spot from Cat Rose. And the 12 is still pulling away, but
13
Sheridan's
is
gonna get
holding
the spot
on
from
to the number 11, and take a look at that. Let's
Oh, that
see.
move is not going to work for Solomon Sheridan. He's going to lose that spot. And I think the HMR cars are also gonna come in and take that spot away from him.
We do hope. We do hope to see more battles coming up. We're coming up
No,
to
the Cat Rose is close a gap to her teammate, and the 47 is out under pressure from the 11 and the 15 and the 19.
closing in on Cat Rose. This could be her first race win if she can pull it off and possibly make history.
Nobody thought it would take her 3 seasons to get a race win. Everybody thought she was the up and coming driver when
It
we
appears.
were in season 1.
I think
It
she's
was all
done.
about Cat Rose.
That could be under threat, as we can see Drew Walker is getting a bit racing on her. Let's go around the back. Oh, she's about to be passed by 2 cars before that corner, and here comes Solomon Sheridan trying to do the same as well. But can Cat Rose actually respond? I think Drew Walker is about to take second spot to Cat Rose. No, Cat Rose responds pretty well. And now
No,
back
it's
in
not going
second
to
place.
work. Your team gets the spot.
The team.
And in the meantime, the 12 is enjoying this battle behind him because that's just giving the 12 more time to drive away.
If
What
those
an
can work
this is an
together,
ultimate race for the JCM team. They're trying
it's a
to
race
get.
within the
Unfortunately, that's going to be a distraction again. Drew Walker finally gets past Cat Rose, just
if
after
those drivers can-
this lap 21. So Drew Walker could potentially be the one to try and beat Owen Scott if he can, because the laps are now closing in. 5 laps to go at this very
That's the
long
team's
track.
oldest driver, being a driver with the team since very early on in season 1, and the team's newest driver, Owen Scott, who only came to the team at the start of S3. So that's actually really 2 interesting drivers, JCM battling it out for the win.
Well, Solomon Sheridan taking a little sneaky peek on the rear of Cat Rose.
Look at that. If the 12 makes a mistake here, it's all going to be the 47. And we've seen a lot of drivers make mistakes here.
if they want even a glimmer of hope in getting the win, they're going to try to work together to chase that 12 car down.
The only issue is that's their teammate. So that's a tough spot for the 47 driver, the 47 and the 13. What do? Do they work together to bring down their teammate, or do they just work for themselves? And the worst case scenario, their teammate wins.
Oh, Cat Rose gone a bit slightly wide. Well, almost gone a bit wide. About to go off the track. So that's
The
not a
47
good
looks to be a
sign.
bit faster than the 12. The 12 has not been able to create a gap as he was able to do when the 13 was behind her.
It's
I
likely-
think Owen Scott is under more pressure with Walker behind her than with Rose behind her, or behind him, sorry.
Oh, it's likely thanks to the yellow flag, another caution, that he's getting so much pressure because of the tires and stuff. He is trying his best to get his tires right.
You can always tell they're JCM cars just from the white wheels. That's sort of the team signature. Not other. I don't think there are any other cars in the field with white wheels.
We'll see about that.
The Leland don't.
There's already a plan anyway.
Leland don't.
Oh, no.
God damn it,
Austin
the
Leon's got white
42.
wheels.
God damn it. He's always got to ruin everything for me.
Well, it's probably fake wheels from supposedly JCM wheels, but they're fake.
Or
Oh,
he probably
yellow
could've-
wheels.
While I was looking.
He did get parts supplied from us in season 1 before his suspension, and that's when we stopped supplying parts to him. So he could be using that one set of wheels he's been using since season 1. Actually,
Well,
5395 Racing's yellow wheels are also amazing. Look at that. Come on.
I think yellow
Either
wheels are
that
more
or
amazing than
Ferraro
that.
even you get to the shop and stealing them.
Drew Walker is right in front of Owen Scott, and still not giving
No
up.
mistakes now from the 12 team, or he will lose that spot. No question to the veteran champion behind him. How many more laps to go?
3 laps to go? 3 laps to go.
No, I think as they come across the line, it will be 3 laps ago,
Right.
yeah, when they come across the line.
Here,
So
Drew
Owen Scott has to
Walker
put on
is-
3 perfect laps, or else he's not gonna get this win. His teammate is faster than him in pretty much every single part of this racetrack. So and
Whoa!
he's made a
Here we go,
mistake.
here we
He's
go,
on
here we
the
go.
side.
He goes
Owen
wide.
Scott could
He's
lose
on the
it.
side.
Owen Scott could lose it to Drew Walker. Drew Walker could be up to his second consecutive win here in Canada. And I think he's got it. So the pressure is certainly on for Owen Scott.
You never know. Drew Walker made the same exact mistake 3 laps to go in the race last year here in Canada, and he was able to get the win with the shootout between the 47 and the 88. If we see another caution, obviously this could all change, but the 12 still has a chance. As long as he makes more perfect laps, and if he forces a 47 wide in that corner, he could still very much win this race. We will see.
Thing is, he needs to be in range to do that. As we saw, that 47 is quick.
And he's starting to pull away, the 47.
Possibly the fastest car on track right now is that Aspen in the 47.
Yeah, so any hopes
No,
that,
Owen Scott
Detroit
still
getting a
has the
win?
first lap of the race. And only driver so far to break the 1 minute 33 barrier in this race.
He is keeping that gap small. He is trying his very best to try to still win this thing.
And there are other drivers possibly gonna be the ones gonna have still a chance to get close in case if anything bad happens. And it appears that Solomon Sheridan is trying to sneak into a third place finish. His first third place finish, well, top 3 finish of the season if he can carry on. He's trying to make a move on Cat Rose. And I don't know if Cat Rose can respond. Can she respond like last time? It doesn't look like it. Solomon Sheridan is a really tough driver to deal with compared with
He does it. She
Cat Rose's
does it.
performances.
She closes the door.
And
Look at the 12. 12's closing up to the back bumper of the 47 now. He is not going to let this win get away from him. As we come across the line, there will be 2 laps to go here in Canada.
And it appears to be that could happen, and that could all change. As Owen's gonna make a move on, and there we go. There
Owen
he
Scott
goes.
goes down the inside of the 47.
But it's a bit of a early. He did it a bit too early, trying to make a pass on Drew Walker, but still.
This is where
Either one.
experience comes into play. An experienced driver like Drew Walker knows that's not the place to make a move like that, because then that puts him. Oh, and the 13th. Owen's got past the 13 for third place. But let's go up front. The 12 trying everything he could to try to get past his veteran champion
Drew Walker
teammate.
is slower. Well, last lap he is slower than the car up front. He's slower than Owen Scott. He's actually slower than Solomon Sheridan and slower than Cat Rose. So the 3 cars behind him are still in contention for this victory.
Owen
If any
Scott
get
looks like
past-
got just a tiny bit of a better line coming out of that corner. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Not this lap at least, but he still has 1 more lap to try to make this work, to try to get that position he's been holding on to since the beginning of the race, to try to get that win that he really deserves from Drew Walker. They are close. The gap is this is not too big of a gap for him to overcome. If he really tries, he can get this race win, and he wants it.
I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to dump him. Yeah, but the win.
And white flag, as you can see, is out. So that is the last lap of the race. Oh, Solomon Sheridan is now putting Owen Scott under pressure. That's going to be a very bad distraction for the number 12 car. It's going to be difficult from third place to first if Solomon Sheridan can pull off. If he wants to win that race, it's going to be difficult, but still, it's more between Walker and Scott. One of these 2 drivers will take home the victory. If anything bad happens to Scott, then this could be it.
not a not no space in. Ooh,
Oh, Solomon Sheridan is trying to pass for second place. So this could mean Drew Walker's race has been sealed for him and could be up to winning his second win here in Canada. Solomon Sheridan makes a pass on Owen Scott. That's gonna be another heartbreak. Bump! They bumped into each other as Solomon Sheridan tried to pass him. This has proven to be a very difficult track here, and that was hard. Solomon Sheridan got past Owen Scott for second place, and thanks a lot for that. Drew Walker will cross the line. He'll win his second race of the season and his second race here in Canada. And how many races has he had in total? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think his fifth career win. I think
Well,
that's fifth career win. I gotta check it
the
out.
12 is pissed. That 12 is honestly made me mad.
But more mad about that.
Yeah.
That pass. On the
12,
11
he is
passing the
mad.
12. 11 and 12. 12 gets ahead of the 11. Actually, no. I got it wrong. 11 versus 12. 11, obviously, we all know the 11 is the one who will get first because he's, of course, the number ahead of the 12. That's a bit funny. But anyway, so Owen Scott third, Riley Hill fourth, Cat Rose fifth, Kendrick Meeks sixth, Juliana seventh, Melanie got a top 10 at least, Leyland Hill ninth, and Joy Maddox 10th. And there you go.
That 12 is on to be mad. Not only losing first, but also losing second in the third to last corner.
Well, I actually want to take a look at that replay of that pass between Sheridan and Scott. That moment they actually bumped before passing one another. That was pretty much awesome for what has happened down there. Let's take a look closely at the replay between the two cars. See how it happened. Yeah, it was a slight tap as Owen Scott gets passed by Solomon Sheridan at number 11. Yeah, it was a slight tap. Not a big one, but still, that was close racing.
What the?
That was a great one. Honestly, this was slightly cleaner than last race in Canada. Drew Walker takes home the win today. And that brings to an end. So in around an hour's time, we'll do Japan.
Huge surprise.
What?
Yeah, even you're more surprised than that.
That's pretty much what this has just come down to. Oh, either a HMR car or a JC car won.
Well, then you gotta start working better, I guess. You gotta start working your ass up and get better then.
I like the fact that I'm managing to get beat by my own drivers race in, race out.
But this is a different challenge. It's difficult to pass. I mean, you were slightly out of the. Wait, were you outside of the point? Well, you were slightly out of the top 10 for most of the race, but still, you got 9th place. So, still, I mean, your pace ain't fading or anything. It's just more like you're trying to manage yourself. So, it's not always about winning. It's about
Sure as hell feels like my pace is fading.
not really. I mean, it's more of just pure luck.
Because the one good race we have is Indy.
Obviously, well, just because
Hopefully you have some
have
luck.
your highest, you finished highest in terms of position so far this season, doesn't mean it's just a good race. I mean, I don't remember seeing you, I don't know, battling out for the lead. I think, I don't think I remember seeing you battling for the lead other than Indy this season.
Exactly, that's the problem.
But
Well, hopefully you have some
Well.
luck in Japan.
well,
I
once you
already know
see-
an SLR's. I already know that probably an SLR car is going to win Japan.
Well, maybe because
So they always end up pulling some shit out of their ass whenever it comes to Japan.
Well, is Rayanama's home track, and
Never.
SLR's probably one of their best tracks, so that could be
Exactly.
bonus.
That's why I predict that it's going to be one of their cars winning the event.
Well,
I think we got
we'll
some,
see about
I
that.
think we got some late Rio cheddar. I think we got some late Rio cheddar by Richard Petty Jr.
Right, I'm gonna wrap it up and get Japan ready in the next hour or so. So thank you everyone for taking part, watching the stream. I hope I'll see you guys in Japan very soon. So once again, take care all. See you there.